Hello everyone, so to start this look off today, I'm going in with my NYX Ultimate Palette, the Brights one. I'm going in with this Cala Crease brush just to blend that light purple shade that's in the corner, all in my crease as a transition shade. And I do want this color to be pretty intense. And then I'm going in with this e.l.f. blending eye brush. I'm going in with the pinky purple shade. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right in the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend everything out with this big fluffy brush. Then I'm going in with this little e.l.f. brush in the dark purple shade. And I'm going to put this directly into my crease. I do not want this purple shade to come above my crease or below my crease. I want it to be directly in the crease to really, really define the eye. And I'm also taking that dark purple shade and I'm just creating a V on the outer part of my eye. I'm going up from the lash line, up kind of like I would do eyeliner. And I'm making a V on the outer shape of my eye, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it in and just kind of feather it out. Then I'm going back in with that pinky purple shade just to blend everything out. And then, of course, back in with the big fluffy brush. And then, after I get my V created, I'm basically going back through on the eyes and I'm just blending everything out. And then I add a little bit of the pink and the purple and blend everything out again. This part is all personal preference. If you want to have a really dark crease, then go for it. If not, don't. I just kind of made mine, pretty dark, but that's totally up to you guys. Just blend as much as you want, as thick as you want, all that stuff. And then I'm going in with this little e.l.f. cream shadow brush. And I'm going in with the really, really bright pink in the palette. And I'm going to apply this on my lid. Now, I'm applying this color really, really heavily because I want this pink to really, really stand out from the purple. And just like the crease, this is all a preference. If you don't want your pink this dark, then don't apply as much. If you want it darker, then apply more. It's totally up to you. Now we're moving on to the lower lash line. I'm going in with this e.l.f. brush and the dark purple and the purpley pink shade. And I'm just going to run these two shades right underneath my lash line. But I'm not bringing them all the way into the inner corner. I'm stopping probably like 2/3 of the way across my lower lash line. And then I'm taking the pink shade that we used on our lid, and we're going to put that right on the inner part of the lower lash line, the part that we left blank. we're really just mimicking the shades that are on the top. We're just doing the exact same thing on the bottom. And then, as usual, I'm just going back through and intensifying the purple on the outer V of my eye, on the lower lash line, and the crease. And then I'm going in with this little Sonia Kashuk angled brush with that dark purple shade. And I'm really packing this purple color onto the outer part of my eyelid. And then I went ahead and went off camera and I applied my eyeliner. I tried to do it on camera, but my eyeliner was so thick that I just could not get it on camera. But that's the goal. For this look, I think, personally, it looks better with a really thick and cat-like eyeliner. Now, you can go as intense or as, you know, natural as you want. But I did my eyeliner pretty intense. And on the inner corner of my eye, I also went down and kind of like created that point at the inner part of my eye. And after I did that, I took the eyeliner and just kind of like swept it up around my eyes on the inner part to make it look like little hairs. And then, instead of bronzing and contouring my face, I am going in with a blush. I'm going in with this this Lorac blush in the shade Cinematic, I think. It's a very dark, rusty, pinky color, and I think it's beautiful. And especially for this look, I wanted something that was kind of dark and cool toned, so it didn't look too pinky, but I also wanted the face to look more pink instead of bronze. Do you know what I mean? And then just to further bronze and blend everything out, I took this e.l.f. Kabuki brush. And then I threw some powder on underneath where I put that blush. Because we want to be bronze, but I still don't want this color to come down my cheeks. And then I'm going to start doing my eyebrows. For my eyebrows today, I did want them to be kind of like a pinky purpley color. So I took that dark purple from the NYX palette on this little Sonia Kashuk angled brush. And I lined the bottom of my eyebrow, and then I took the pinky purpley shade right beside of it, and that's what I used to fill in the brow. And then after I was done, I took some concealer and just kind of like cleaned up underneath and around the brow just to be sure that it was a nice shape and everything like that. And I actually did go in and kind of redefine the shape of my brow and everything. But how you do that is totally up to you, and this video was already too long, so I decided to cut that part out. And then, to create little hair-like strokes on my brows, I went in with my eyeliner, and I'm doing the exact same thing that I did on the inner corner of my eye to make little hair-like strokes. I am just taking the eyeliner and just flicking it up. And now when I do this for the brows, I'm flicking up. I'm not flicking down or to the side or anything like that. I want the brows to look like the hairs are sticking straight up, like you've brushed them up with clear brow gel or something like that. But I also want the brows to look very long and cat-like, which is why I'm extending the hairs from my brows, like kind of like up above my brows, if that makes any sense at all. I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm not explaining this right. I have no idea how to explain this. Then, of course, we're going to wipe away our baking powder. And then I'm skipping pretty quickly through this because I was out of the frame for most of it. But I am taking just a nude little eyeliner pencil and I'm going to begin to draw out the shape of the mouth that I want. I'm using a nude liner pencil because if you use like a black or anything like that, it's very hard to get off. So I figured this would be easier if I messed up. And then I'm going through and just going over the white with my eyeliner. I'm just outlining all the mouth and the teeth and everything like that. And now I'm going in with this white cream paint that I got from Walmart. It's like the 98-cent ones. And this little e.l.f. retractable lip brush. And I'm just going to go through and fill in the teeth. And I'm sorry I fast forwarded this so much. I had to because before fast forwarding this video was like 50 minutes long and I was not about to put up a 50-minute long video. So yeah, sorry guys, this is really sped up. And then I'm going to go ahead and wipe off that lip brush. And I'm going to go ahead and dip it into my black cream face paint. I also got this from Walmart. And I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with the white. I'm just going to apply it with this little retractable lip brush. And then I'm going to begin the nose. So I'm going to go in with this NYX liquid lipstick. It's a lavendery purple shade. And I'm going to go ahead and just make the shape that I want with my nose with this. I kind of, I didn't go all the way up my nose or anything. I went in like a little circle shape, I guess you would say. And I did go down my nose and kind of bring it down around my nostrils and everything. And yes, I did have liquid lipstick all in my nose, but it was worth it. And then I'm going in with this melting Pout liquid lipstick, I believe. And this is just like a kind of like a pinky shade. It really matches the pink that we used on the eyes. And I'm going to put that right in the middle of the nose and blend it in with just a little brush. And then for further dimension, I'm taking this little Stila liquid lipstick. This is more of like a dusty rose color. I didn't want a bright pink on the nose. I wanted it to look kind of more cartoon-like, I guess you would say. And I felt like if I put a bright pink, it was just going to not look 3D or anything like that. So I'm using this little cool tone rosy pink shade. And I'm just applying that in the very, very middle of my nose, just on the very tip of my nose, and then I'm blending it through with this little e.l.f. brush. And then I do go back and forth quite a few times, just outlining the edge of the nose with the purple to darken it up, and then putting some more of the light shade in the middle, and even putting some more of that really pretty pink color. It's honestly all about your personal preference, how you want it to look and all that stuff. So, like I said, I'm just going through and fixing everything and making it to how I want it. And then I'm going to go through with this NYC Liquid Liner, and I'm just going to go around and line the very, very outer parts of my mouth. I do a very, very thin line kind of around the edge, but as I go down kind of towards the chin, I do let the line get a little bit thicker just so it creates like a little bit of a shadow, I guess you'd say. It just makes everything look a little bit more 3D and a little bit more realistic. And then I'm going in with the black shade from my Jaclyn Hill palette. And you guys, this shade went on so creamy on my face. It was so pretty. I'm just going in with this little Naked 3 brush that I got with the Naked 3 palette. It has a little flat end and then a fluffy end. I'm using the flat end. And I am just dipping this brush into my palette and just applying the shade wherever the black is around my mouth. And then for the white shade, I'm going in with a little Maybelline single eyeshadow. And I'm going in with this little, I think it's a e.l.f. contour brush, something like that. And that is what I'm using to do the white on my teeth. And then I'm going to go in with the dark gray in the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm going in with that Cala Crease brush. And I'm taking this shade and the black shade. And I'm going to go through and blend around the edge of the mouth. I'm taking the black right on the edge of the mouth to create a little bit of a shadow, and then I'm taking the gray and I'm blending the black out with the gray so it looks even more like a shadow and even more natural. I think this method really helps this look kind of, I guess you would say realistic. I mean, it's not realistic at all, but I guess you would say this makes it look a little bit more realistic. And then, just to help me not look dead or anything, I took the, this color Pukey from the Jaclyn Hill palette. It's just like a dark mustardy color. And I put that around the very edge of where I was blending out my mouth. Just to make it look like, I guess, kind of bruised. Like where the mouth is coming out. I did want to have that kind of like bruised effect. And that's it, everybody. I did go through and create some more hairs around my face and all that, but all of that is kind of your own personal preference, however you want to do it. So yeah, this is my take on the Cheshire Cat look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, you guys. Bye.
My head begins to jingle most every time I nod, 'cause obviously, quite obviously, I'm odd. Each Christmas I go fishing to catch a Christmas cod, 'cause obviously, quite obviously, I'm odd. When I was just a kitten, they said I'd be a gem, but now that I'm a Cheshire Cat, it's odd how odd I am. I own a feather pillow, but I slumber on the sod, 'cause obviously, quite obviously, I'm odd. When I was just a kitten, they said I'd be a gem, but now that I'm a Cheshire Cat, it's odd how odd I am. Most cats have handsome whiskers, but me, I've got a beard, 'cause obviously, quite obviously, I'm weird.